Leading into the NFL.
Yes, let's jump into the NFL, monks. And I think we've got to talk about Brown trades. Wide receivers named Brown. Let's because this Hollywood Brown trade actually ended up being quite interesting. Because during the week, DeAndre Hopkins gets pegged for PEDs. Some reports of like 3 different types of HGH and beaver tranquilizer is what he popped for. The beaver tranquilizer, I think, being the masking agent in this. He was appealing it, and they dropped the appeal. And then, of course, he's got his suspension. But by all accounts, the Cards knew this was on the cards. Sheesh. And he's coming through. This is why they did this Julio Brown trade. But the story of this was, I don't remember what party said it. It potentially could be Hollywood's party. Between the Ravens and Cards, if anyone had leaked this trade was going to happen, it was going to be cancelled. So one of the teams said, if this breaks the news...
Did hear rumours about this. They wanted to keep it real low-key.
Real low-key, because like Lamar Jackson, of course, being the quarterback there, knew nothing about it. And, of course, he's traded over there. He will be essentially the starting number 1 for them while Hopkins is out. So it makes more sense now to add a weapon like Hollywood over there. But also, I think with Hollywood's statements, I think at the end of last year and then before even the last season had happened, he was very much, overplaying for the Ravens. I think it was more a Greg Roman problem, as in the offensive coordinator there of run first, running back, tight end first, Lamar Jackson, that philosophy, that's what they're built and designed for. Yep. And to be a true number 1 receiver, trying to get 100 balls and 1,000 yards and 10 TDs in a season.
Get that production.
Yeah, just to get paid, seeing all these other boys getting paid. You're more likely going to do that at the Cardinals, who are like a 3 to 4 wide out set team constantly and going to throw the ball a fuck ton, uncompared to the Ravens, who won't do that as much. So disappointing for Lamar, but a very interesting kind of storyline there for Hollywood Brown. If we then go to AJ Brown, I did remember actually seeing this on Instagram. He was training with Jalen Hurts a week before the draft. Got traded to the Eagles. He's had that 4-year, $100 million deal basically done as the trade was done. So they probably knew a week in advance, and we probably should have put 2 and 2 together that he was already out there training with Jalen, that was going to happen. So some interesting chat there for the reasoning behind the two big trades that happened during the NFL draft. And really the other stories in the NFL this week have been more tidbits. Tannehill kind of saying he doesn't want to mentor Malik Willis, and I think the soundbite was probably misused a bit. I think it was more like less of I'm mentoring him like direct one-on-one. It's more like I've got the team to lead. I've got to lead the team. I've got to work on winning for the Titans, and through that he's probably going to learn a whole shitload of stuff from me. So
two very different quarterbacks as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So you've got Malik Willis who's getting the Lamar Jackson kind of hype.
The comparison.
The comparison, whereas Tannehill, doesn't have that. Well, he's got sneaky wheels.
He's got sneaky wheels.
Sneaky wheels, but
that's not
definitely
his
more
style.
Definitely more of a pocket passer and hand the ball off to King Henry kind of quarterback.
Exactly, and they
you
use
have to run when you got King Henry as your running back.
You've got a cheat code as your running back.
They use Cam Newton as a comparison because when Will Greer, I think, was drafted by them, he basically said, it's my job to get everyone prepared and ready for a game on Sunday, and that includes him. So maybe a slightly different, but I think the same sort of message is like we're the leaders of the entire club. We're not going to focus one-on-one and specifically on like, here's how you fix your 5-step drop back, your heels high or whatever. Because that's the quarterback coach's job. He's more or less like, well, this is what I'm going to do in the game plan. And he'll be in the same quarterback room and they will share things between each other. But it's not like his full-time job to to teach him everything. That's
it.
The QB
I heard the Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers sort of comparison as well.
Okay.
In terms of that, I guess.
Yeah.
That relationship.
Do you think Aaron Rodgers learnt nothing from Brett Favre in the what 3 years he sat behind.
God, no.
Yeah, he went fuck tons, of course.
Exactly right. Yeah. Also, Tannehill to Malik Willis being compared to Favre Rodgers. That's a little bit of pressure on the young bloke.
Big
also, the relationship between the two.
Speaking very highly of Ryan Tannehill as well.
Yeah, relationship, not legacy.
Yeah. So, Jerry Jones was in a car crash during the week as well.
Yeah, is he okay?
He was in hospital. I think, old fellas in car crashes generally not a good good idea.
Anyone in car crashes.
From what I've seen some pictures from other people's dash cam, it looks like he potentially ran a red light and got T-boned. So,
the old dash cam, everything is on the internet these days. It's fucking wild.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly, and us three Muppets included. Speaking of social media, the final story we had today was I think Justin Bieber put out a little TikTok and saying, "Tell us something honest," and then Tom Brady did his little sneaky, double check and just look around and he said, the tuck rule, the tuck fumble might have been a fumble.
Here we've got the interaction of two people that transcend their industries and can do whatever the fuck they want, essentially.
Well, there was a follow-up to this, and Charles Woodson, who was on the Raiders team, I think, caused that fumble. It was just like, is this what we're doing now? Like, come on.
Interesting, because that rule came in because
the tuck rule exists because of
that. The Raiders-Patriots game, check that out if you are just a casual NFL fan. Yeah, bit of history there. I don't know. It's a pretty Brady kind of thing to do. He's
a massive media presence now.
Yeah,
he's just enjoying himself.
Yeah, it's a great talking point.
The views
we're talking about it. People are going to view the shit out of it.
Yeah, they just love it. Yeah. But any Raiders fans probably watching that just go, "Fuck you, Brady!
Just a little bit dirty.
You good-looking, age-defying motherfucker."
Yeah. And so I guess the last thing I wanted to talk about, we don't have to go into winners and losers from the draft, but interesting note, the Jets, they picked Bryce Hall in the second round, who was the top running back available. So they got him, Wilson, and Johnson from memory.
I'll bring up.
Oh, no, they got Sauce. Sorry, Sauce, Wilson. Hall, and did they get Johnson as well?
We'll bring it up.
I think that was their lot. So they've done excellent there. Of course, I'm slightly a bit annoyed that they picked up Hall, considering I've got Michael Carter there potentially as a keeper. But
in your fantasy team,
I thought it was interesting considering they've got Carter there, that they might want to free him and play him more as an every down back. But Bryce Hall very much built like an every down back. But I just wanted to, they've got the potentially number one cornerback out of this draft, potentially number one wide receiver, the third defensive end by some people's accounts, and then the number one running back.
Pretty good draft from the New York Jets.
Yeah, they've been doing well in the last couple of years, and that will continue. And I'm quite impressed with their what they've done.
And we said in the NFL draft companion, the NFL wants a strong New York.
I just want to see if they pick Johnson or if I'm making that up. No, they'd be down the bottom.
Yep.
Jermaine Johnson.
It is Jermaine Johnson.
It's not touchscreen, bro.
I know. I was pointing at it for you. Yeah, because it's a cheap Mac.
It's a cheap Mac.
Yeah. Monk's Dell half price that is good touchscreen. So,
it's so funny.
Yeah.
Just standard, dribbler here, cruise around with Apple because, everyone has it. And then you talk with some actual guys that know a little bit about IT and, apparently they're no good. Anyway. Thanks, Steve Jobs.
Yeah. But summarise, Jets good. Very happy with what they've done.
Jets good in terms of what they've done.
Yes.
Yep. Jets good in a hard division.
Yeah, like I said, hopefully they'll get to 5 wins this year. But they're like the last 2, like this year and last year, put those 2 years together. They're finally hopefully transitioning. They've gotten out of the Adam Gase era and they've had full circle and potentially looking ahead to more winning football. I really like what they're saying.
Just having a look at their running backs that got taken, it's a hard time to be a running back in the
Walker
NFL.
as well, and then you think I was seeing Chris Carson and Penny over there already, and Rashad Penny kind of had a breakout towards the last half of the year.
But also neither of them maybe true number one feature backs in
I guess so.
the NFL. But yeah, Seattle probably had.
It's the way of the position. They need multiple. It's a long season.
And Seattle had needs elsewhere as well. So interesting that Kenneth Walker was the second running back.
Interesting point from the Seahawks. They said during the week that they thought if Drew Lock was in this draft class, he would be the first first quarterback taken. So, of course, being the Denver fan, I thought highly of Lock and his talents. Just hadn't had the opportunities, unfortunately, at Denver. Old coach wanting veteran players to play ahead of him. So, yeah, see how he goes to Seahawks. They didn't draft any quarterback in this draft.
No.
So they're very much locked into Lock.
Locked in on a lock. Nice. The other second round running back taken, fresh off, discovering Australia, James Cook, running back out of Georgia.
Yeah.
So
Dalvin's little brother.
Out of the first 2 rounds, 3 running backs taken. It's it's a hard time to be a running back, I guess, in the NFL these days. The other thing I saw, isn't there a Kobe Bryant that
spelt with a C. Yes.
Yes. And also taken by Seattle.
Graduated
named after Kobe Bryant of Kobe with a K fame.
And I think he graduated today with an engineering degree. Monks, you might want to confirm this because
he wanted
to build prosthetics for veterans, and that's why he got into engineering.
So he's smart as fuck, boy. There's a former NFL player that's a neurosurgeon as well. That's crazy. Like, done with my NFL career, might just become a neurosurgeon.
True. Everyone, we can shit on the NCAA and scholarships, etc. But forcing guys to go through a university system, a college system, it does help. Yeah. It does help, for guys going through those systems, take available what's in front of you and use it. Because, the NFL career is on average 3 years.
2, I've heard. Yeah.
Well, it's under. I think it's moved. So it's like 2.8 or something now. So,
the bloke that I was thinking of there, Myron Roll, former safety with the Tennessee Titans. He's 35 years of age and he is a neurosurgeon. Yeah. So, when people say, well, it's not neurosurgery, he can say, it is.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
I'm still finding any notes on Kobe, but he is going to be wearing number 8.
Yeah, in honor of Kobe Bryant.
Yeah. No news on the degree, though.
I saw someone graduate today. Let me look that up.
It may be a different engineer. All right. We happy with our NFL chat other than chasing up some kind of engineer?
Yeah.
All right.